Marlowe loved Token Alley. The wrong portal, the wrong door, you could be anywhere. Sometimes up was down and down up, and many sides were fermenting revolution. It could all explode any second, but the cabarets and music halls thrilled. Stenciled everywhere on the walls, a hand with the word love on it, the love glove. Art Smitten wore a mitten, a single gold glove. On the glove, love, in silver sequins. The glove was seen on movie stars, a famous icon whirled round. When the glove flew first class and Art Smitten got crammed in coach, the love glove and Art Smitten parted ways. So the lore goes. It was and remains a lot more complicated than that. In Love Token Alley, the art crowd looks for Smarty's party. The party is elusive, and you need a lucky dime. A hologram appears, the head of Mr. Boots. You walk through parted lips. The lips close, a dark and uncomfortable pause. Then you're in Club Bunga, where past and future live at once. The glamour is palpable. Some argue Bunga Bunga is no longer a country, but a state of mind. You swirl down a spiral staircase. Fish circle around you, a hologram aquarium. There are halls that bend and circle back, and walls you can pass through like a membrane. Don't lean on anything, you might get lost for days. Best find a place and sit. The floor is moving, but everything important comes to you. Then the floor lights up, a pattern of sacred spirals, and on hands and knees you follow the spirals which lead to the bar, and you are at Smarty's party. We all want to be at Smarty's party. The dead drink free. Fade in. Art Smitten, Season 2. The Value of Nothing. Who has time for a Season 1? The film is grainy black and white, with flashes of color, set in a future that rhymes with the past and seems eerily like now. Imagine a film shot in 1938 about the year 2030, and you got the idea. The world is unequally divided into haves, and mostly have-nots. Bunga Corp menaces everyone. Bunga Corp is venal. They licked their chops, licked their bowls, licked each other and licked each other again. They licked and licked, oh how they licked. They can, they will, they did, went the song. The little guy looks awfully small from the 100th floor. Buddy, can you spare a dime? Sure, pal, catch. 32 feet per second. Now playing modern times. Inside Club Bunga, Marlowe is having a tete-a-tete with Hedy Lamarr talking science. Hedy says, "What we failed to imagine will surely come to pass." Marlowe asks if she foresaw never receiving a dime for her inventions that were the underpinning of Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and GPS technology. She asks him if he ever foresaw becoming a legend, albeit to a small select audience, for his role as a talking dachshund in a scandalous surrealist film. Just then, Mary Astor and John Huston arrive with Lottie Lania, come to perform Pirate Jenny from Three Penny Opera. Kurt Weill, melancholy composer once married to Lottie, waves at them from the piano. Zip, 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 a strange bug buzzes in front of Marlowe. Zip, zip, zip. And he says, "Relax, don't jump, it's not real." Marlowe reaches tentatively to touch the bug. It flattens into a tiny screen. A text from Art Smitten, aka Smarty. "Need you in back." In a cozy VIP room, Marlowe finds himself in the company of 4 serious men of funny: Charlie Chaplin, Bertolt Brecht, Sam Bunny, and Lester Bester. Is irony a color, you see it or you don't? Is no irony the new irony? When is a joke not a joke, and not a joke a joke? And what happens when no one knows the difference? Bertolt Brecht, with a monk's bowl haircut, a cheap cigar, and no scruples, the renowned genius of the day asks, "What happens to the holes when the cheese is gone?" Says Lester, "The same thing that happened to my love life." Chaplin takes the floor to mimic Lester Bester's despicable huckster, John D. Rock Jr., avatar of the age, wayward heir to the robber baron known for dispensing dimes to the poor. Miming Lester's stage character from Prince Hal Was My Pal, Charlie juts out his chin, wags his pinky, pushes his butt in, and breaks into a staccato dance step while enunciating Bester's razor wit. "So, you ask, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose the soul? To which I say, who can see the soul? Show me the soul. There's no soul to see, except on your shoe. So, here's a dime, try a shine. Say, thanky, and scram. Hey, pal, the rich have their troubles too." Chaplin morphs from Lester into Sam, pulls another chestnut out of the Bunny and Bester songbook, and daintily pantomimes Sam, plucking back Cupid's bow to let an arrow fly, singing, "One look, all it took, may fate bring agony or joy, Mr. Cuff and Mrs. Foofin were destined to be stupen." All Cupid could say was, "Oi." They talk about the rolling joke, the joke that rolls back over you like Sisyphus' rock. Says Sam, "You'll wait 10,000 years to top the charts. The payoff, you get rolled." Said Lester, "Mr. Cuff and Mrs. Foofin was a smash. Topical, ripped from the headlines. The Foofin trial caused an uproar. The only one who didn't love the song was Mrs. Foofin, who got revenge when her lawyer later gutted Sam in his divorce. But, as Sam always said, without Soros, there'd be no love songs." Says Sam, "Worse than the rolling joke is the killer joke. Funny, but no one laughs, and no one wants to be in town when the joke explodes. I think of the ballet Bunga, Spring, 35, Berlin. Keep it in your pants, Herr Weimar. Ballet Bunga was no ballet russe, but the ballet russe was no ballet Bunga, and Nijinsky Bronislava was no Tati. Only Tati is Tati, and she is magnificent, with her whipped tongue and her resolute knee and their padded crotches. The Schutzstaffel laughed, but they also winced, and we could have gotten killed. We'd been warned about degenerate music, jazz and atonality. The 12-tone was kaput. We all feared the gerbil, as we called Joseph Goebbels. These were dark days of unspeakable cruelty. We felt the banality of evil. An evil was loose in the land. We saw friends get carted away, not to be seen again. Saw our piano player strung up on a lamppost. No touch, all thumbs, useless still. It lowered morale in the band, says Brecht. Unhappy the land that is in need of heroes. Ah, das Leben. Sad, funny life. Bunny and Bester were Hollywood exiles at a party at the Drake Hotel in San Francisco when a starlet stumbled out of the 8th-story window. Splat. All caps. The press was ruthless. The studio blackballed everyone not expendable, and Bunny and Bester had been demanding a raise. The bosses took umbrage to Sam's mantra, fewer words, more money. "What a load of clams," said Lester. We were in the lounge working on a number that wouldn't come right. I remember the sweat pouring off of Bunny's head, Sam singing, "Down by the sea lived a lonesome oyster, every day getting sadder and moister. He found his home life awfully wet, and longed to travel with the upper set. Poor little oyster." Sam in a tone of wonder, "Genius. Pure fucking magic how Cole Porter got that oyster in and out of Mrs. Hoggenheimer. Pure fucking magic is what artists live for. Fame, renown, money, all good. But what we treasure is life's beauty. Our triumphs and defeats, our lovers, and the things that made us laugh and cry. The substance of love songs. And to capture that, PFM. At that, the four legends dissolved into golden dust. Like ghosts in smoky amber, Marlowe looked on in amazement as pieces of a puzzle spilled at his feet. A new case? Would it be like the last case? He'd follow until, like pure beauty, it led no whither. Another year, another party. And every year when Marlowe returned from Smarty's party, and the midnight blue gauze dissolved, reemergence seemed jarring. But oh, what a party. What the cryptic bug text hadn't said, and what Marlowe would later learn, was because of some glitch in the space-time continuum, either purposeful or accidental, the Hollywood song and dance team of Bunny and Bester were stuck in the future and couldn't get back, and with them was Art Smitten, artist of the now. So now he was literally tomorrow, written out of history, and only Marlowe could save them. Typical night at Smarty's, if there was such a thing. The Côte de Bunga is a long ways from Paris, but what's not to like about paradise? Although not even paradise was paradise anymore, and as any expat who washed up after the big thud will tell you, watch for falling coconuts. Marlowe knew there was only one thing to do: stick his brush in the paint pot and paint.